Believe it or not, the Freemasons were responsible for a lot of America's history. For example, many designs in America's currency. They're also very conspicuous and considered to be an underground secret society, though they're not secret anymore. Many of America's leaders were involved in Freemasonry, and they believed in human rights as a front, though thought to be linked with the Illuminati's New World Order. The Freemasons are a fraternity for freedom. It is a revolutionary organization because they established many of America's ideas and eventually led to the inspiration of independence. Chapters: The History of Freemasonry, A Freemason's Morals and Ethics, and Fun Facts. The actual origins of Freemasonry have been lost in time, but it is known that it arose from the guilds of stone masons which constructed Europe's castles and cathedrals during the Middle Ages. The Knights Templar also were involved. These craftsmen were in possession of highly prized skills in mathematics and architecture, which they in turn passed on to apprentices who had been accepted as being worthy of being taught the secrets of their trade. These trainees advanced depending on their proficiency to become master masons. In England in 1717, 4 lodges decided to create a formal organization by forming the first Grand Lodge. Freemasonry then spread across Europe and to other countries with amazing speed. In Australia, Freemasons can be traced to the First Fleet's arrival in 1788. The United Grand Lodge of New South Wales was officially formed in 1888, and later became responsible for Freemasonry in the Australian Capital Territory. A Freemason strives to be moral and ethical, show justice, act honorably, and be loyal, teaches and practices concern for people, cares for the less fortunate, and helps those in need. And all this is done irrespective of cultural or ethnic background, irrespective of religious beliefs, and irrespective of any differences in social standing or education. And lastly, be truthful. Brotherly love. One of 3 great Masonic principles. As a Mason, you would think all men are my equal. You regard the whole human species as one great family, and that you must aid, support, and protect each other. Relief. The most common interpretation of relief is some form of charity. The charity is supported by taxation and public subscription. The last great Masonic principle is truth. The opposite of falsehood. When a person's word is as good as his bond, he is classed as being truthful. To be good and true is one of the first lessons you are taught in Masonry. The Masons have their own secret handshake. The Masons take the fellow Mason by the right hand in an ordinary handshake and press the top of the thumb hard on the second knuckle. The fellow Mason presses his thumb against the same knuckle of the first Mason's hand. At this point in the ritual, the instruction goes directly from the past grip to the real grip. All the words on the dollar bill actually mean something. Novus Ordo Seclorum means secular new order, which the Freemasons strongly believed in. MDCCLXXVI, the year 1776. Some would argue it's the year the Illuminati was formed. Annuit Coeptis, meaning announcing conception. Yes, this is an actual book, so if you want to know more about Freemasons, read it, but remember, it's for dummies. The Freemasons aren't that well known, but if you see something American built, the Freemasons are probably behind it. Square our actions by the square of virtue, and to learn to circumscribe our desires and keep our passions within due bounds toward all mankind.